Hello, I'm Joseph Carrillo, the world famous A-list celebrity. I'm proudly endorsing entertainment products, award-winning entertainment products. So my products are the 2007 horror movie project and the 2018 studio album and my 2020 pop single, and also my talk show, Just Go Live talk show, which is up to 2 seasons. 22 episodes in the first season, 15, almost 16 in the second season. I'm still working on episode 16. I think I worked on some of it last night, but didn't finish. So it should be ready by next Friday, hopefully, if I work on it over the weekend. And I guess episode 15 will show tonight. Episode 16 should be ready by next Friday. But I keep getting stalled by the hackers. Google keeps hacking me, and also the fake news company Morgan Hill Times. The awards that the album or movie won was the FBI award. Originally, when I first made the Almost Say Blackout 10-track studio album with Brian B.T. Gibbs, it won a Coy Award and a LTA award from Wikipedia. But the FBI award is actually above the Grammy or Emmy or Oscar. If you want to know what kind of work I do acting, modeling, performing, politics, and singing, and I only know how to make money by performing in public. Acting is work, modeling's work, performing is work, politics is work, and singing is work. So that's the only thing I know how to do is perform. I remember one time I sang perfect at a pool party for Rookie and Cat Alley and Shayna. So they had a similar party in Morgan Hill. They had this birthday party on a ranch, and I guess the musician had to make sure he got paid, and he had a percussion instrument. That story's in the Morgan Hill Times. There's a lot of stories about this mercenary service. So the Morgan Hill Times has a lure to dangerous mercenaries called Grizzly Bear Handyman that are part of the Grizzly Bear Heist horror film. Morgan Hill Times appears to be working alongside Blackwater to lure people to their mercenary service. The way they lure them is they pretend to be a repair service. That's why the Google AI overview keeps saying a repair service, to lure them to the dangerous mercenary service. Morgan Hill Times, I'm going to include it in the characters turtle and basically so the files from the movie characters.ttl, and there's so much stuff. That storyline, I think I'm going to have that the Blackwater organization Grizzly Bear Handyman is endorsed by Morgan Hill Times fake newspaper. The fake newspaper is the character that lures people to the mercenaries by advertising repair work, when that's not what they do. They're a mercenary service, and they're disguised as a handyman service that the Morgan Hill Times advertises to lure victims to the mercenaries. They're on 332 Costello Road, Morgan Hill. They're also on 16931 Del Monte Avenue, apartment 168, and they're also at 50 East 4th Street in Morgan Hill. Morgan Hill, a very dangerous city with a very fake newspaper that's part of a fictional horror movie. So stay tuned for more sci-fi, horror, and thriller action. I'm Joseph Carrillo, the world famous A-list celebrity. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Joseph the Celebrity. Also follow me on my main website, hps://w_actor. Lights, camera, rolling, action. Acting is work, modeling's work, performing is work, politics is work, and singing is work. So lights, camera, rolling, action. Beware of the Morgan Hill Times. And thank you for watching. I am Joseph Carrillo, the world famous A-list celebrity. I am Joseph Carrillo, the world famous A-list celebrity. Thank you for watching. I'm Joseph Carrillo, the world famous A-list celebrity.